is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. More businesses are now being allowed to open as the governor signs another order loosening safer-at-home restrictions.
This order signed today is effective immediately. It allows standalone or strip mall retail stores to open as well as drive-in movie theaters.
Our businesses and workers have done a great job in adapting to our state's safer-at-home order, and that has been a huge part of our success in flattening the curve. Both customers and workers need to be confident in their safety.
There are additional precautions that need to be met. They can only allow 5 shoppers at a time, and everyone has to maintain social distancing. Aside from this, businesses still have to follow guidelines of the Safer at Home order.
And even though businesses have the green light to open with the order effective immediately, some are pumping the brakes a bit. Madeline O'Neill spoke with local businesses.
Even though we now have this option, there are still questions when it comes to what shopping will look like. Will businesses hand out masks? How will they be able to make sure they only have 5 customers in a store at a time? These are questions on the mind of retail shop owners today before they reopen. What would usually be a busy time for shoppers on Monroe Street
People are excited to see new spring things.
has slowed to a near stop.
So our goal really was to be in the neighborhood and be a part of the neighborhood.
Now that sales at the clothing boutique Hive have been moved online. And even though Governor Tony Evers' newest order allows standalone shops like this to reopen their doors, owner Pam Schwartzbach says she's not rushing anything.
It seems a bit early, knowing that we still have cases rising daily in Wisconsin, to be making that choice. Simultaneously, I know how crippling this is for a lot of businesses.
I have to say that it caught us all off guard.
Across the street at Orange Tree Imports, co-owner Carol Orange Schroeder leads the Monroe Street Merchants Association. She says change won't happen instantly as local business owners consider how best to accommodate the 5 customer restriction and keep up with safety guidelines before taking that next step.
It's definitely a welcome option, but it's not for everybody, and I don't think that we're going to see a return to normalcy for independent retailers, at least for several weeks, if not months.
There's so much unknown.
Schwartzbach has already been gearing up to safely reopen by ordering sanitation stations and shields, reorganizing the store to allow for social distancing, and considering going appointment only.
We will open eventually. That's my answer. It's not going to be this week.
She'd rather take it slow to keep her neighborhood safe in the long run.
Finding a balance is definitely crucial so that we can survive as retailers and yet keep in mind the health and wellness of our community.
Talking with other retail shops, it sounds like appointment only is likely for many. Now, Schroeder of Orange Tree Imports here says, well, she's happy that this is a new option for stores. She thinks the first glimmer of hope will be when we come closer to getting a cure or vaccine.
We have reached another Badger bounce back gating criteria. Over the last 14 days now, there has been a downward trajectory of positive cases compared to the number of total tests taken. You can see that in the orange line. Today, DHS statistics show 6% of people tested over the last 24 hours have in fact tested positive. Overall numbers, Wisconsin is now nearing 10,500 cases with more than 200 new ones confirmed today. More than 400 people have died from the virus. 3 new community testing sites were launched today, 2 in Milwaukee and the other one at the Alliant Energy Center here in Madison. According to a news release, the community testing sites are open to anyone. Health officials said residents who are experiencing any COVID-19 symptoms or who have been in close contact with someone with the virus are encouraged to get tested. Madison's site will be open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. No appointments or pre-registration are needed.
This weekend, a bar and restaurant outside Beaver Dam decided it was done waiting for the governor. It opened for hundreds of people. Sixth Gear, it's just outside Beaver Dam, closed today. They said they ran out of food and supplies to stay open, but said they'll open again once they restock. The owner told us he was worried about his employees going 8 weeks without pay, and unemployment and paycheck protection loans weren't coming through. But the decision to open, he says, wasn't easy.
Scary. Of course it's scary. I didn't know what was going to happen, but sometimes you gotta, when you're backed against the wall, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Now, the Dodge County Sheriff told us he is investigating that opening this weekend, but declined to say any more until the state Supreme Court rules on the legislature's lawsuit against the Safer at Home order. New tonight, Democrats are making new moves toward a virtual presidential nominating convention this August. Party officials are preparing to grant convention organizers in Milwaukee the authority to design a convention that won't require delegates to attend in person. The Rules and Bylaws panel will start the process tomorrow with a resolution that grants, quote, maximum flexibility to the convention organizing committee to set new rules that won't put delegates at risk.
The White House has enacted new guidelines on face masks on campus after multiple employees tested positive for the coronavirus last week. All employees are now required to wear masks at all times except when they are at their desks. Also announced today, the Trump administration will distribute $11 billion in additional funding and supplies to states and territories with the goal of ramping up testing. This comes as the FDA has issued emergency use authorization for a new antigen test that provides results in just minutes. The U.S. House could return to Washington by Friday. Sources say House Democrats are putting finishing touches on another massive stimulus bill and could unveil it within the next day. However, Senate GOP leaders and the White House have so far resisted more stimulus, wanting to assess how the nearly $3 trillion in rescue programs are being implemented. Around the country now, the coronavirus has claimed more than 80,000 lives.
In more states, even some of the hardest hit, are taking steps to gradually reopen their economies. Elise Preston reports.
The growing economic fallout from the coronavirus pandemic is prompting officials across the country to ease their stay-at-home and social distancing restrictions.
I do believe that we are striking the right balance with this plan, and that balance obviously is between public health on the one hand in this public health emergency and re-engaging more of our economy, getting more of our businesses open.
We want to give you the confidence that it's okay. Once we say you could do X, that you feel confident about doing X.
Confident is one way to describe the scene at a Castle Rock, Colorado restaurant on Mother's Day. Most of the customers inside the packed dining room were neither wearing masks nor practicing social distancing.
We'll probably pay fines and maybe even jail, but we're willing to make a statement.
On Monday, local health officials closed the restaurant for openly defying a state ban on serving meals indoors.
We start a new chapter today in many ways.
Even New York, the hardest hit state, is moving to resume normal activities.
They have to understand this is not the floodgates are open. Go back, do everything you were doing. Be smart.
A coalition of 5 western states is asking Congress for help in the range of $1 trillion. California Governor Gavin Newsom says soaring unemployment has become the single biggest expense.
$13.1 billion distributed, $3.4 billion just last week. It gives you the magnitude of what's happened.
Major League Baseball owners approved a plan to play an abbreviated season that would start around the 4th of July. It's unclear where the games would be held, but there will be no fans in the stands. Elise Preston, CBS News, New York.
Well, some news from Twitter tonight. The social media giant says it'll start labeling information about COVID-19 that it deems misleading. It'll use labels or warnings for coronavirus-related tweets that it classifies in 3 categories. They include misleading information, disputed claims, and unverified claims. Twitter says the labels will link users to trusted information about the pandemic.
Parachutes can once again be seen in the skies over Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Airborne training exercises were paused at the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic, but have resumed today for members of the 82nd Airborne Division. Paratroopers are required to wear facial coverings while suiting up in gear that can often weigh up to 100 pounds. And a reminder, the 115th Fighter Wing will be conducting flyovers tomorrow as part of the nationwide Operation American Resolve. 4 F-16 fighter jets will fly over several hospitals and clinics around the state, including here in Madison, showing support for healthcare and other essential workers. For specific times and locations to watch them, we have it posted on channel3000.com.
Well, we turn things over to weather now. Temperatures are dropping tonight. That could lead to our second freeze in less than a week. Warmer weather is on the horizon. Let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton with our first warning forecast. Dana?
We'll be back above average in just a few days. Unfortunately, tonight and tomorrow not included in that warming trend. Put an alert day in for tonight because temperatures are going to drop quite a bit into the low 30s for our overnight lows. So get ready for a little bit of a cold evening. Skies will become clear. It's going to be cold with frost likely and a hard hard freeze possible north of Dane County. A freeze warning is in effect for central Wisconsin, a frost advisory in effect for all of southern Wisconsin for Tuesday morning. That alert day, of course, due to the widespread frost and the hard freeze for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon will be sunny, a little bit below average still, but by the end of the week, we will be back to the 70s. We'll take a closer look at your 10-day in just a few minutes. Eric?
Dana, thank you. Next at 10, an Iranian naval exercise in the Gulf of Oman turned deadly today after what state media is calling an accident. It happened on a vessel called the Konorak during a naval exercise near the Strait of Hormuz. 19 members of the Iranian naval force were killed, 15 others injured. Iranian state media did not immediately clarify how this accident happened, but they say there is an active investigation.
U.S. Air Force investigators have rejected a Wisconsin National Guard sergeant's allegations that commanders retaliated against him for reporting sexual assaults within the 115th Fighter Wing. The Secretary of the Air Force Inspector General notified Master Sergeant Jay Ellis last week that his complaints were not substantiated. Ellis alleged that Guard officials launched a review of his medical history to set up a medical discharge and deny him retirement benefits. In Oshkosh today, prosecutors have cleared a high school resource officer of any wrongdoing following a shooting last year. Officer Michael Wissink shot then 16-year-old Grant Furman inside his office at Oshkosh West High School in December. Furman is accused of stabbing the officer multiple times with a barbecue fork, leading to shots being fired. Neither was seriously injured. Furman has been charged with attempted first-degree intentional homicide. Still to come at 10, find out when Disney says you can start to rebook your vacations to its Florida resort.
Plus, a controversial move today by Tesla, opening one of its plants in California, going against orders from the state and local authorities. That story is next.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
The way you get through hard times is to hold strong to your values. At Group Health Cooperative, our common values have sustained us for over 4 decades. Now is no different. We are here, in our clinics, but we want you to be safer at home. That's why GHC has more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
Work smarter. Use the cloud to securely print, scan, and collaborate. GI Office Technologies, helping businesses like yours.
At Papa Murphy's, we know family time is more important than ever. So we're helping by offering online ordering everywhere and delivery and curbside pickup where we can, so you can keep family time as normal as possible. Papa Murphy's, we're in this together.
During times like these, it's important to stay connected. The new normal isn't normal at all.
But just because we're apart
doesn't mean we're alone.
We can reach out to old friends. Remind our family that we love them.
Stay on top of business, even if it isn't business as usual.
Because we are resilient.
No matter how much distance is between us, we will never let you lose your connection.
U.S. Cellular has a network you can count on, which means you can do anything, even make a commercial. U.S. Cellular.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today.
Hi, folks. Slowly but surely, our temperatures are getting back to normal. Hattie will have the latest in her First Warn forecast.
And Wisconsin is getting ready to hold another election in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic. We'll tell you how officials are preparing. See you at 4:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Thoroughbreds are returning to Churchill Downs as the track prepares to resume horse racing this weekend.
The racetrack reopened its stables and backside operations today. Close to 200 racehorses are expected to be brought back into the facility by the end of today, and hundreds more are set to return later in the week before racing resumes on Saturday. The first races will be held without spectators, with only trainers and other necessary personnel at the racetrack. Overseas, some of the Mercedes-Benz car plants in Germany are returning to work. A few have begun restarting their production lines. According to Daimler, the parent company, Mercedes-Benz, will gradually reopen plants.
The Tesla plant in Fremont, California appears to be open again after Elon Musk threatened to move his company out of state. Now, several shift workers were seen coming and going from the parking lot there today. Over the weekend, Musk announced on Twitter that he filed a lawsuit to force officials to allow him to reopen the plant. Today, he tweeted, "Tesla is restarting production today against Alameda County rules." He then said he'd be on the line with the workers and that if anyone was arrested, he asked that it only be him. Disney World says it'll once again start taking reservations in July. The park has been closed since mid-March, and there's been no news on when it'll be back up and running again. But the company says it's planned phased reopenings for all locations, and that includes everything from limiting the number of visitors and requiring masks to checking temperatures at the gate. Shanghai Disneyland reopened today, and Disney Springs is set to reopen on the 20th.
Madison West High School students are gearing up for a first-of-its-kind graduation celebration. Today, students were able to pick up their caps and gowns curbside outside of the school. Since there will be no in-person ceremonies, WISC TV is partnering with the Madison School District to air a very special primetime televised commencement. On June 12th and 13th, we will air 4 one-hour-long graduations, one for each Madison High School, and another half-hour special for Capital and Shabazz High Schools during prime time. The ceremonies will also be aired on channel3000.com. And meteorologist Dana Fulton joins us now with a look at our forecast. Hi, Dana.
Hey, we're expecting a little more frost to come through tonight. Widespread frost likely, and could even see a hard freeze for areas north of Dane County. Just a friendly reminder, our average last frost is May 8th, so it's a little cooler, a little bit behind average here, but certainly not record-breaking as our latest last frost is June 10th. So tonight, temperatures are going to drop to the low 30s. Tuesday night, we're expecting temperatures to drop to the upper 30s, but notice the rest of the week, the weekend and next week, our overnight lows not nearly as cold outside, in fact above average, so we're not looking at a cold trend continuing on. A freeze warning is in effect tonight for central Wisconsin, a frost advisory for all of southern Wisconsin into tomorrow morning. So if you got up early today, had to take the dog out, had to run errands early or get into work early, and you needed that extra jacket, you're probably going to need it tomorrow as temperatures will yet again be dropping quite a bit. Sunny skies for Tuesday, rain and storms possible for the end of the week, but that thankfully is going to come along with a bit of a warming trend. Temperatures will trend up towards the end of the week and into next week as well. Overnight, we're staying mostly clear. That's helping our temperatures fall quite a bit. Tomorrow, we have a mostly sunny sky, and it's going to feel pretty nice outside with the sunshine. Won't be nearly as cool as today or what we were at for Mother's Day, but it's still below average for Tuesday afternoon. For Wednesday, we might see a little bit of sun early in the day, but the clouds quickly build in by mid-morning. We're mostly cloudy with shower chances developing later in the evening and our thunderstorm chances picking up at night. We'll have scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms Wednesday night and then continuing into Thursday. Our 6 to 10 day outlook with our precipitation trends trending a little bit above average. Likely that we're going to be above average for southern Wisconsin. Our good news, we're going to have a warming trend also. It's quite likely that our temperatures will be above average. Not just for us, but all of the East Coast into the plains and the South as well. We've had a little bit of a cold stretch for the last few days, so it'll be nice to see temperatures trending on up. Tomorrow, though, still below average. We're not quite out of the woods just yet. In the upper 50s for afternoon highs, mostly sunny. Still a little cool outside. 58 is about 10 degrees below average. Closer to the state line, we might see about 60 degrees. Tuesday night into Wednesday, yet again, we'll be dropping into the 30s, so patchy frost possible, but not really expecting widespread frost concerns. Breezy for Wednesday with showers developing late in the day and the possibility for thunderstorms at night. Scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday with temperatures in the low 70s for Thursday and Friday. We'll see showers and thunderstorms on Saturday as well into Sunday morning. And as we look ahead to next week, notice we will have mostly sunny skies on Monday. Tuesday, we will be partly sunny outside, and will be in the 80s for the first time this year, it seems likely, for the middle of next week. So there's that trend above average, and it puts us in a really nice spot with some sunshine and decent temperatures.
That'd be amazing, but it always kind of happens that way. You got snow on Mother's Day. Within 9 days, we're looking at 80 degrees.
We swing one way, we swing the other way. It's a little bit of springtime. Yes.
That's Wisconsin in May every year.
Yes.
Dana, thanks. Coming up, a former Badger hockey star has traded in his skates to meal prep. NHL season on hold. How Joe Pavelski is getting involved in the clean food scene. Zaxton next with sports.
New 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
For over 40 years, Kitchen Idea Center has partnered with discerning contractors, designers, and architects, bringing their clients' vision to life, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Idea Center, designing for you and your life.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand. Contact your Ford dealer, an essential part of your community, to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. After all, you have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you. Find out more at Ford.com. Right now, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for 84 months, plus 3 months deferred payments on select 2019 Ford vehicles.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
From our family to yours, we want to encourage you to keep going. Keep protecting what's most important. Keep hopeful in the face of all this. Keep believing. Keep being strong. Keep supporting the people on the front line. Keep staying together while staying apart. Keep being fearless. And most of all, keep dreaming. American Family Insurance is mailing our personal auto insurance customers a premium relief payment to help them keep going. We'll keep being here when you need us.
More than 70 years ago, we at Festival Foods began serving this proud state, building strong relationships founded on trust, compassion, and our unwavering commitment to ensuring that you and your family feel at home every time you visit Festival Foods. It's times like these that remind us that family and home are what truly matter most. So we're using this moment just to let you know that Festival Foods is here for you, because family always looks after family. Be safe, Wisconsin.
Hey, Jeff, do you know of a good heating and air conditioning company that I could call?
Yeah, you should call RA Heating and Air Conditioning. They're a Carrier Factory authorized dealer with NATE certified technicians.
RA Heating and Air Conditioning?
Yeah, RA Heating and Air Conditioning put the furnace in my house for the previous owners, so I had a record of all the service they had done before I moved in.
RA Heating.
The technician who came out was great. My Carrier furnace is running much more efficiently, and I'm saving money on my energy bill.
Oh yeah, they're the ones with that jingle. RA Heating and Air Conditioning.
Searching for a new kitchen? Look no further than Kitchen Ideas Center, a trusted kitchen design center for over 40 years, featuring Play-Doh woodwork cabinetry. Kitchen Ideas Center, designing for you and your life.
If you asked Joe Pavelski at the beginning of the NHL season what would be on his mind late April, early May, how to make the Pavelski at Lean Feast wouldn't be high on his list. But it is now, and the former Badger is all in at his 2-week-old restaurant in Madison. Joe Pavelski had plans of doing this.
I expected to have a longer beard, playing hopefully second, third round of playoffs, and going on a deep playoff run with the Dallas Stars.
But with the NHL season on hold, the former Badger traded in his skates.
When we were originally planning on opening early March, there was no intention of Joe being in the store.
To team up and open Lean Feast.
We realized how much we missed it when we'd come back to Madison in the summer.
A restaurant full of clean food that specializes in prepared meals.
Everything we cook here is small batches, It isn't cooked with any oils or unhealthy fats. It's super fresh, and it's good at home as well.
Come in, and if you're feeling 4 meals or feeling 10, that's what you do. And it's just clean eating, really, and simple.
And just like on the ice, Pavelski's doing a little bit of everything at the shop.
He's not afraid to get in the back of the kitchen and bust out some dishes or hop on the line and build some meals. He's even running deliveries for us, so he's definitely a utility employee for us, for sure.
You're always trying to find things with, you know, silver linings, and being back now once the season was put on hold and seeing the opening of the store and being able to learn, you know, hands-on from dishes to cutting chicken to, you know, serving meals. It's been kind of fun.
It was a big day for Cole Caulfield. The Badger forward was named the Big Ten's Freshman of the Year, becoming the second Badger to win the award. And it didn't come as much of a surprise. He took the conference by storm. In 36 games last season, the Stevens Point native scored 19 goals and tacked on 17 assists. He scored 24 points in 24 conference games this season, which earned him Big Ten scoring champion honors. Both Caulfield and Wyatt Kalnick were tabbed all first-team Big Ten teamers as well. U.S. Ryder Cup captain Steve Stricker added 2 more vice captains to his staff today, in Davis Love III and Zach Johnson. Stricker will try to lead the United States to regain that little gold trophy from the European squad. As of now, the Ryder Cup is a full go and is scheduled to take place September 25th through the 27th at Whistling Straits. And big news on the diamond. Major League Baseball owners approved a plan that could start the season in July. Part of the plan includes 30-man rosters, a second spring training in mid-June, an 82-game season, and a playoff expansion from 10 teams to 14, all, of course, with no fans. Now, to put the plan in action, the Players Union has to agree with the owners. Fingers crossed. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
We asked real customers what they really love about Spectrum Internet and TV.
Spectrum Internet has the fastest speeds for everything I do.
There is no turning wheel. It's immediate.
Spectrum's the fastest. Bam.
Get the fastest download speeds with the most reliable performance with Spectrum Internet, delivering starting speeds of 200 megabits. That's more than enough for all your devices for $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
I can't get over how much on-demand Spectrum has. I can literally watch a new movie every night.
I got on my shows, and he's got all his shows.
With the Spectrum TV app, I can watch live TV anywhere. It's perfect.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. All from $44.99 a month. Call 833-906-4499.
The fact that they don't have contracts, that says a lot about their service.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Install Spectrum services yourself. Get a self-installation kit shipped right to your home. Call 833-906-4499.
Yeah, I'm a professional remodeler, and I go to Nuns. Why? Well, my clients love them because they have all those snazzy-looking countertops. You know, like beautiful marble countertops, stunning quartz slabs, you name it. To be honest, I don't see what the big deal is. I mean, who needs all that glitz and glamour from a counter? But my clients love those snazzy-looking countertops, so we go to Nuns.
Nuns, kitchen, bath, and flooring.
A new moment in wireless has begun. T-Mobile and Sprint are joining forces. By bringing together our 2 networks, T-Mobile will build America's largest and most reliable 5G network with more towers, more engineers, and more coverage. You'll get the best 5G network and the best prices. Welcome to T-Mobile, America's largest 5G network.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
Hi, I'm Travis Ganser. Looking to update your bath, shower, or your entire bathroom? Ganser is the answer with Bath Creations by Ganser Company.
Schedule your free in-home consultation or visit our beautiful showroom on the Beltline.
A local family-owned business of 4 generations.
Start your day with News 3 Now this morning.
All right, Dana's back. Final check of the forecast.
A freeze warning is in effect tonight for central Wisconsin, southern Wisconsin under a frost advisory. It's going to be cold. Temperatures are going to drop to the low 30s. Tomorrow, thankfully, we will have mostly sunny skies in the upper 50s for Tuesday, and then we start to creep up, our warming trend kicking off. Wednesday, late in the day, we'll have a chance for some showers. High temperatures will be in the low 60s and the low 70s, though, for Thursday and Friday with scattered showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. Partly sunny skies on Friday. The weekend's going to include a little bit of rain with temperatures in the upper 60s, but by next week, we're expecting temps to climb quite a bit above average. We'll finally get into the 80s for the first time this year as we get towards the middle of next week.
All right, looks good. Just get us through these next couple days. Dana, thank you. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinen.
This past weekend was one of the many reminders that the losses we are all experiencing during this pandemic include so many of life's milestones. Some, of course, are more tragic than others. Not being present when a loved one dies or being prevented from grieving at a funeral is unimaginably heartbreaking. Others are simply inconvenient, postponed weddings, for example. But graduations and capstone performances, births and special anniversaries are once-in-a-lifetime events, and they've been taken away. Retirements are another example. Earlier this month, Steve Fleischman retired after 30 years as director of what is now known as the Madison Museum of Contemporary Art. That would normally be cause for a community-wide celebration. There are, of course, many others, and they're all hard because we're unable to express our appreciation. But we are appreciative, and we look forward to all the delayed celebrations ahead, likely even more joyous than ever.